Hey, hey, hey. So I ain't got no music or nothing running. This live was all well overdue. Cause remember they was partying yesterday till after 10 o'clock. I said, fuck it. I just start playing my game on my Xbox. Listening to some Omar Wiggins, child. Waiting for my husband to get home. So how you guys are doing on a Saturday? It is nice and quiet. Just like I like it so far. So, baby, this P. Diddy trial, hunty. Let me see, can I share? Oh, I'm on my other thing anyway. Let me share this out and put it live now. Ooh, these tablets come in handy, baby. So the Diddy trial has started. It's, I believe, the United States government versus P. Diddy or Sean Combs, right? So this week, Cassie was on trial. Not on trial, but the defense started. She was on the stand. She was subpoenaed. Okay, she was subpoenaed in this case. So the defense started asking her all these questions, right? Now I'm getting my info from, like I told you earlier, from Armand Wiggins, because oh my God, he is just a wonderful storyteller. Not just him, a couple of other people too. I try to watch the news people, but they just boring. It's just boring the way they do it. Y'all know Armand is so animated, right? So I kept getting tuned in every time he reports on it, because he's on location. Melody Kane is reporting on it too. She said she's going to be on location, but I think she probably hired someone to go there, and they're just reporting back to her, okay? But baby, the defense start questioning her about these freak offs. I'm just going to get right into it. Now, before I get into this case, I'm going to tell y'all briefly about the time I met Diddy. I met Diddy at the airport where I used to work, right? I also met Biggie Smalls too. He's a cool dude. Hey, Nubiology, thank you. Oh, thank you. We knew your membership. Thank you. I appreciate it. This was back in the 90s. The last time I saw Diddy was the night Biggie got shot. He was flying in from LA into Newark Airport, and we saw him. He was surrounded by bodyguards, and when he walked past our checkpoint, he had tears in his eyes. Like, his eyes was red, bloodshot red, and he had like tears. Like, his whole face was like wet, filled with tears, right? And we was like, we sorry for what happened, whatever like that. I believe that happened on March 8th, because it was a couple of days after my birthday, man. And what was it, the Source Awards? That's when the Source Awards happened, I believe, out in LA, and they booed Biggie. That was the night they booed Biggie, because Biggie died after Tupac died. Tupac had just got shot and killed. And then fast forward to, that was in Vegas, I think. March, to the award show, they booed Biggie. I remember that. That same night he died. Yeah, that was the last time I saw Puffy. Okay? He was coming through there, tears all down his eye. Now, fast forward to now. That was in the 90s, okay? Fast forward to now. We got this case going on. They don't caught the, I guess, Tupac killer. And he mentioned some stuff about how Suge and Puffy and the person that orchestrated their murders had a meeting, okay? So I think they trying to pin Puffy on them murders too now. If P. Demon got anything to do with Biggie's murders or Tupac murders, man, I'm gonna look back at that day that I saw him bawling his eyes out, crying and shit. I'm gonna look at him differently. Just like I'm looking at him differently now. Cause fast forward to this case about Cassie testimony, man. Baby, she spent hours describing her freak offs with Puffy. Now Cassie was an artist that was under the, I believe, the Bad Boy label. I believe they said she was under one label, and then when Puffy got or whatever like that, she got with Bad Boys. If you notice, Cassie don't even have a lot of music out. Cause I looked it up. It's only 2 videos that show up. Both describing, I believe, looking back at this her testimony now, I believe she was describing these freak offs. I believe she was describing these freak offs now. And they trying to make it cutesy. The way the music is and the dancing and stuff. They trying to make it look cute. But I think she was sneakily talking about them damn freak offs. So she spent hours describing these freak offs. So basically, with freak offs, listen, child, it's a lot going on. Basically, P Demon got these fetishes. He got a fetish, right? He said he's into voyeurism. Like, what the fuck is that? That's when he likes to watch his partners have sex with other people. Okay? So I'm like, okay. And she's describing these freak offs as these little events that they both have, right? Where she would get escorts. Sometimes it be one man, sometimes it be many, many men, okay? It might be 2 or 3. And these freak offs are broken up in sessions. Each sessions, I'm gonna try to keep it as clean as possible because I'm trying to stay monetized, okay? And in case I don't get, they they don't monetize this, hit that cash app right there. Nightbot will drop that cash app, okay? Hey, Choose Gamer. These freak offs could last for hours. Each freak offs is divided in sessions. Okay, they would get a hotel. Cassie will book find these escorts, these male escorts. Uh, the way that she described it, very few times women are involved in this, but it's mostly the men. These are mostly like the men testimony. Okay, she will find these escorts on these websites and stuff, and pretend that she's about to get married, or her and her husband like to try something different and experiment with their sex life. And then when they get there, when they get to these suites, and they have these freak offs at different places, it's usually another room. They would be in one room, the escort and Cassie, P. Diddy would be in another room watching. And each freak offs are divided in sessions where one session, her and a man are getting on, and then he would, once he ejaculate and his man juices come out, okay, he then had to put his man juice, y'all following me, either inside her or on her. Okay? That would conclude one session. So Cassie then had to do these freak offs with these men several times a night. And then after the man is finished, spraying his love juices, his man juices up in her love hole. Try to keep it good. She would then transport these fluids to another room where Puffy is. And he's whacking his eggplant off to this whole thing because he's getting turned on. She would either have to, after she got cream pie by the man juice, she had to kind of like, from her JJ, she had to, kind of like push it out onto Puffy body, and he rub it over his nipples, his chest, his stomach. Disgusting. Now, in these freak offs, there's baby oil and Astral Glide. I googled it. Astral Glide is pretty much a lube for these sex sessions, okay? It's a lube. So, in these freak offs, they all gotta be covered with baby oil, and then the Astral Glide is pretty much applied in the lower regions. Okay? Also included in these freak offs is peeing. So not only she was getting her back banged out from the front, the part that winks, and the part that stinks, you know what it is, the back door. She would get backdoored too. Pretty much every hole in her body was penetrated. Now, if you trigger, you might not want to listen to this. Okay? After every hole in her body was penetrated, baby, they would pee on her. And sometimes P. Diddy would come out. He would have a mask on, though. He wouldn't be as if he would have a mask on in most cases. And he would join in the peeing session. She said there was a couple of times where she was on her menstrual. And Diddy demand her to continue on with these freak offs. Okay? She had contracted a UTI. And she still had to go through these freak offs. And she was high. She was heavily on drugs. Several drugs. Because drugs to, I guess, just to, like, what you call that? What's the name of that drug that get you horny? Molly. Was it Molly? Or ecstasy? That's it. They would have, they would have ecstasy. They would have Molly. They would have Viagra for the men and the women. She took Viagra too. She said it does some things for the women. Oh my. They would have that. And then they had something called some type of pink powder. That was a mixture of, I guess, cocaine and some other stuff. A whole cocktail full of goodies. And he would indulge in these drugs as well. In the midst of this, there was several times during his freak offs when Cassie would go to the other room to deposit the man juices. She would get hit, and the other escorts would they would hear her like he was beating the shit out of Cassie too. His bodyguard told stories, not on his trial, but in interviews, about him beating on her and other artists as well. Okay? So Cassie is going through all this. UTI infections, that's urinary tract infections. And UTIs, this is probably why she was so hot. She's not only taking all these drugs to make her horny, to make her go through this stuff, but also for pain. She would be hot on drugs for the pain from getting beat by P Demon, and also dealing with all this stuff going on in her lower regions from these freak offs. And she probably was getting all kinds of yeast infections. Cause one thing about it is, especially for women, our body have to have time to heal. You have to have a period where your body is healing. That's when, when during that time of the month, that is the time of our bodies cleansing itself. Our vaginas, our reproductive organs is cleansing itself. And to sit there and getting penetrated, and mind you, they're not using safe sex, not with all that oil and stuff, because oil breaks up. Condoms is made of rubber, right? Oil breaks through rubber and stuff, so it ain't no way in hell they're not this. They raw dogging her while doing this. They're raw dogging her, so she probably contracted a STD too. We ain't even getting to the STDs. Probably unwanted pregnancies during these freak offs, abortions. Okay. So, doing these freak offs, they all oiled up. They doing all this stuff to her. She's getting, penetrated any old kind of ways, anyways. And in between that, she's getting beat. She's getting abused. He would show up at her house, terrorizing her and shit. The way she's describing this. So these freak offs was going on for like 10 years. I know they've been together for 10 years. Okay. So then, in the midst of these freak offs, these text messages was popping up. It was, well, not popping up, but man, the defense was trying to work overtime. When the defense had their chance, had their turn, because I think they done with questioning Cassie now. Now they moving on to other witnesses now. Cassie thing was done. Thank God, because oh my God, can you imagine the judges? P Diddy children was there. His mother was there, and they had to listen to all this and hear that their father had another side. Their father is another side to their dad. They had to hear this freaky, dark, sinister side of him. Right? Now the prosecution, they were made, according to Amon, they were mostly white women that was on the prosecution. They was like really like fighting for her. You know what I'm saying? And there was a woman on the defense team too, on Tuck Puffy team. Cassie lawyer is a male, but he's not the one doing the questioning. The women that's the prosecutors are actually, that's, I guess, that's the government. They're sent by the government to come at home. They trying to get him for racketeering and all these other crimes. They trying to pin him on that, and probably murder too, child. Crimes that he been getting away and skating through for years, and probably other people was taking the blame for. They trying to stick him to it. So that's why they subpoena Cassie. I guess it's not. I guess to paint the character, what kind of character this dude is. So they spent hours describing these fucking freak off thing, man. I say, oh my god, kids had to sit there. They embarrassed and shit. So one of the escorts, right? Cause if they don't complete a session, meaning if they don't ejaculate in her or on her, they get half their pay cut. They don't get their full payment. Like these escorts was getting like thousands of dollars a freak off. Thousands. If they don't ejaculate, if they don't perform, they get part of their stuff cut. They don't get the full money. P Demon wants the semen, okay, on him. Deposited through Cassie. She's the carrier. I'm like, okay, now this is going beyond. This is sick. So, whether she's on her menstrual, whether she got UTIs, whether she got yeast infection or any kind of infection and fluids, he want that semen on her. And you know, when people UTIs, they'll tell you when they pee, it hurts. Like it's painful to take a piss with UTIs. It's very painful. Okay? So one of the escorts said he pretended to, he didn't cream pie her, okay? He didn't put his love juices inside of her because she didn't show her health records. Because the deal, I guess, is the escorts got to show a bill of health that, you know, they got checked. They're free from STDs and stuff. But this one particular escort said she never showed hers. She never showed her health records. I guess she make herself look, she's already pretty. She's already beautiful. I guess she make herself look a certain way, look more tantalizing to these guys, where they forget all that and just get right into it. You know what I mean? Cassie also said she had to look a certain way. She had to keep her weight a certain way. Hair, nails, everything got to be done. Everything did. Hair, nails, everything did, child. Especially when they go in these events. And y'all remember that infamous video we all saw when she was trying to leave that hotel room and Puffy dragged her back and was beating her up. That was an everyday thing for her. He was always beating on her. So she would go in between having these freak offs and healing her body up from these beatings. Because she would have to go to these events and things like that with him. There's times that she would wear her hair a certain way to cover her face because it's bruising there. It's bruising on her face and stuff. She had to wear tons of makeup to cover everything up. So this is going on, and she said she had enough. That day, when she was trying to leave, she said no to a freak off. She told him no, and he don't take no. He don't like no. Okay, assholes like that usually don't like no. Whether it's a male or female, they don't like the word no. He beat her ass, dragged her back in the room, and made her do that freak off. It probably got a lot worse. They say one of the guys' name is the Punisher. One of the escorts, his name is the Punisher. Okay, so he probably did God knows what to her. Probably peed on her, beat her. I don't know. While she's all oiled up and she's just sitting there like a rag doll. She said it was so bad one time that she almost choked on piss. Her and P. Diddy and one of the escorts was peeing on her at the same time as she was laying down. Sometimes they would pee in her mouth. Sometimes they would pee on her face and body. They both was peeing at the same time. She was choking. She was choking. And it kept pissing. Okay? This is the type of shit that this woman was going through. So then the defense came in. And then they started talking about the text messages. This is like the next day. After the prosecutors, and she was crying and everything, talking about this abuse and what she went through. And let me tell you how disrespectful this motherfucker is. He told her father, Cassie father, I'm her daddy now. She told Cassie, don't call your father dad. You call him Pop Pop. Call him Pop. Don't call him daddy. I'm your daddy. Hella disrespectful. Because I guess he was paying for them to go on trips and stuff. To kind of like appease these beatings he was giving her. He was treating the family on trips and things like that. You know how motherfuckers with money is. He's a lame with fucking a lot of money. I don't think nobody was checking for him in his broke days. He's just a lame, weird motherfucker with money. A dirty, deep nigga at that. Anyway, these text messages came, and it's like, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Let me get into the last encounter with them two. Now, how she met Puffy was, she was actually dating someone, right? She was dating, I forgot who it is. I guess Ryan something. She met Puffy through her boyfriend at the time of 3 years. She left her boyfriend at the time for P. Diddy. There was a period of time that she tried to date this rapper. He was in All of the Lights video. I forgot his name. Goddamn. She was dating him. They said something about P. Diddy threatened to blew up his car or some shit like that. Child, it was a lot going on. He blew up his car. She went back to Diddy. Now we're going to get into her now husband. Her now trainer, physical trainer husband. Who she met through Diddy, by the way. They started dating. Right? But before I get into that, all these freak offs she was doing, he never claimed her. P. Diddy never got mad because he said that he's going to get away with his money. He worships money, 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 money. He's a money demon. He said, if I get married, they divorce me, they're going to take my money. So I'd rather not get married. He was always in love with Kim Porter when Kim Porter, I believe, passed away. And I remember when he wrote that post about that's his soulmate. He was with Cassie at the time. She was pissed about that. She was jealous of the fact that his heart, I mean, they have children together. So, of course, his heart going to always be with her. But then y'all remember, I talked about it last night. Kim Porter was going to expose him along with her friend and her other child's father. I'll be sure. And then suddenly they got sick. Kim dies. I'll be sure wanted to press on with this mission. Remember, he got sick. Remember, he was getting strokes and stuff. So I don't know if he's going to press on with that mission to give Kim Porter justice, because she went through some shit with P. Diddy too that she wanted to expose out here. Okay, so let's get back to Cassie. Cassie is jealous that he never really made her exclusive. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to get married. She wanted to be that one that he says, okay, you're going to be my wife. But sweetie, she understand. Ain't no man going to wife nobody like you. After he don't have them dicks running up on you like that, and you getting peed on, you think he going to wife you? It don't matter how beautiful you are. He, in my opinion, because remember, he met Cassie. She was very young. She was in her early 20s when they met. P. Diddy was pushing 40 at the time. I believe he corrupted that young woman. And she's still feeling the effects to this day, even though she went through rehab. Went through therapy. And remember, Cassie is 9 months pregnant with her husband's child. She is 9 months pregnant telling his testimonies. It still affects her. Okay? It still affects her. So, their last encounter, this is when in the courtroom they said that her husband, they had to ask him to leave. Because he looking pissed. He looking hot right now. Right? They had to ask the husband to leave. Because this concerns him a little bit. When she was dating her now husband, I think this was back in 2018 or whatever, Diddy, I guess, hit her up. Hey, I want to see you, whatever like that. They linked up. They went out, went to a nice dinner, nice little date. And she says, when they got back to her home, he raped her and just left her there. And that was her last encounter with him. He raped her. Now, mind you, she's dating her now husband. They were dating at the time. She went off with Puffy on his little date, whatever day, and he took it. Then later we found out, when they was going through those text messages, allegedly, now she claims she got raped in August. September, they linked up while she's dating her now husband, Cassie. And they did another freak off, child. They did another freak off after the grape. Her boyfriend, now husband, at the time, trying to FaceTime her. He wondering where she is. She done went off the puffy to do another fucking freak off. I'm like, Cassie, no, Cassie, you fucking up, Cassie. I was waiting for you. Child. Hello, Jamal. Alright, the queen before you, mods, and chat in the chat. Double tap the screen. Oh, thank you. Let's go, family. That is a damn shame. So you mean to tell me now? This is the defense, mind you. The defense is like drilling her about those text messages and stuff. Oh my God, I don't really want to get too deep into that. It was pretty much how they was setting up the freak offs. She would like talk about it like, oh, you did you like me riding that big black, DICK, and like I guess it's the get him hot and horny. Now keep in mind, he groomed her. Whether she was a hoe already, because let's see, she was with someone when she got with Puffy. Left that person to be with him. Then it was a period where her and Puffy just went their own way. She was dating somebody. He came along, I guess allegedly blew up his car, because he was another artist. She got back with Puffy forcefully to do these freak offs. And then she got with her now husband, then boyfriend. And was still doing the child. I said, this ain't sounding right. This ain't sounding right, Cassie. What's going on? Cassie, I was rooting for you. What's happening? Cassie, you went to the freak off. You went to another freak off after he raped you, Cassie. But then again, you got to understand, if you go to the spiritual aspect, them soul ties. That's something I learned from my pastor. Them soul ties have been broken. She's still attached. And I got a feeling she's still attached to him to this day. If he was to say, even she married, got a family and everything, just so he could pull his little power strings, and he was to say, Cassie, I want to meet you right now in New York, I believe she'll hop on a plane and go meet him. It seems to me the way the text messages were set up, for one, he groomed her. He did. He groomed her. Because keep in mind, she was in her early 20s. She was just starting off in her adulthood. That motherfucker groomed her into that lifestyle. And for 10 years, and you got all that going on with these different men's and stuff, those are different soul ties that she's linked to. So now she's used to it. And she's probably not completely free from that. You know what I mean? Those are soul ties that it's going to be up to her to break. It's going to be up to her to break. She going to need some powerful men and women of God, child, to help her pray that through. Those soul ties are something else. Okay? That P demon definitely got a hold on her. And still do. I could tell. And it seemed like, because those text messages, even the last one when she got married and had he reached out to her, and I guess that's when he was in his brother love phase, and he said, I'm sorry for what I put you through and this and that. Are you really sorry? I don't know. Yeah, that pull is still there. I think all she ever wanted was to be with him, because she said that was the only, besides work, and gotta show up at these events. That was the only time she got to have like free one-on-one with him, is through these freak offs. So that was her time to really like be intimate with him. And that's crazy. Oh yeah, you could drop your channel link down there. Go on ahead and, support one another. Make sure you hit the like, and feel free to hit that, that super chat, that super sticker, the gift, or cash app, child. Cause they probably ain't gonna put this in the green. You know what I mean? Cause at least I know now what the P stand for now. Ill. He like to pee on people, so he another R. Kelly. He like to pee on folks. Ew, he's disgusting. Piss daddy. Ugh, gross. Do he like to get peed on? I don't know. Ugh, I don't want to think about it. Anyways, so yeah, I think this is all. She just wanted attention from him. She just want to be exclusive. She feel as though if I do this extra stuff, he would love me. He would love me. Nah. Then she found out she wasn't the only one. I'm like, dude, this nigga sleep. I truly believe he's a vampire. I've said that ever since the making of the band too. I've always said the way he used to pop up on all those people in that house. Man, I said this nigga don't fucking sleep. Making them walk the Cheesecake Factory from Manhattan to Brooklyn. Do you know how far of a walk that is? And then that means they had to walk across that Brooklyn Bridge. I did a video, me and my husband walk across that bridge. Child, it's gonna take hours to get over there. Like, he like the power trip. Everybody with money like that is just, not everybody, but certain people. It's certain people that get blessed with money like that. Ooh, they use it for evil, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Money changes people, but god damn. So, they started getting into these text messages, but I think she always wanted attention from him, I believe. She wanted that love, she wanted that attention. Hubby's pissed. Hopefully their marriage could make it through this, because I don't think he knew everything that went down. I don't think he knew she cheated on him while they were dating. She went back to him. Because she's going back telling her husband one thing, and it's a whole different story. And it seemed like she text Diddy more than he text her. She texted him a lot. Like, she really wanted that attention. They said she was jealous of Kim and Gina. I don't know who Gina is. She was jealous of them too. I gotta catch up on these live streams that's going on. She was jealous of them, of the two women, because I guess they was real close in his life. She also said she didn't get to spend holidays with him. He spent holidays with his family. He didn't spend the holidays with her. If they wasn't doing freak offs, if they wasn't doing events, they barely seen each other. Like, if you see now is videos surfacing of them spending like time in the studio and leisure time and stuff, most likely those are the days they probably hooked up for these freak offs. And I just found out something yesterday. There may be some evidence that y'all know the single Prince. Rest in peace, Prince. They're saying Prince may have some video footage of P. Demon incriminating shit that was going down concerning these freak offs and stuff. I said, what? So they may be looking into these videos that Prince had. Cause he there was a reason why he never dealt with P. Diddy. He knew some shit about him. And he had evidence on him. Security footage. P. Diddy been in his home. Allegedly, some freak offs may have took place in Prince's house. Cause he asked to, cause Prince's house looked like a musical museum or something like that. You know what I mean? He ever asked Prince could he, you know, use his home for some things. I guess. Oh, let's music video, whatever. Child, he got some footage. Somehow he got some footage of P. Diddy. And I think Prince's sister have access to these videos, child. Baby. I said, nah, Prince. Prince got some shit on. Child. So they look into that. They're looking into that. It's a lot. It's like a whole rabbit hole of shit with this dude. And I don't think they even get into the toe of the crimes yet. This is like it's supposed to tie in together with kidnapping and racketeering and stuff, okay? It's supposed to tie into this stuff. That's why I guess we have to be educated on what freak offs is. Oh, God. Now, I think another witness supposed to be called. They're done with Cassie. The judge told them, be done with her by Friday. Because, she about to have this baby in a few. She's 9 months pregnant. Y'all can't be holding this woman up now. She's supposed to leave Friday or whatever like that and go back home. Okay. Oh, they also said, not only remember she had got money to keep quiet. No. That's when she sued Puffy. That was, I noticed, all these lawsuits on Puffy start coming up when they was trying to pin him on the murder of Tupac and I believe Biggie too. When that dude got locked up, that gang member got locked up that actually did the shooting and start putting his name and stuff in it. Baby, she said, shit, I'm getting my money. Remember she went and sued him and got that money? Sued him, Cassie. She also sued that hotel. She got money from that hotel for $10 million. $10 million. That hotel she got her ass whooped at. When we saw the video, she got $10 million from that hotel. Yup. So she got $30 million. Cause after Puffy, after she or I think it's more so Puffy left her alone. Because she probably would still be with him. The soul ties are so strong, she probably would still be with this dude. I think it's more so she left him alone. See, people in control like that, you don't leave them, they leave you. It may look like she left him. Nah, he left her. Because in his mind, he could snap his fingers and she'll come running. That's how he got to set it up. That's how most abusers are. They think they could pop up in your life and they snap their fingers and you just supposed to hop on one foot and bark like a dog. Suddenly, right? I'll be back. Hold on. Okay, I'll be back. Damn. I said I'll be back. I'm back. I gotta go turn my fish off. I'm baking fish. Last night I had Japanese child. Hubby brought home some Japanese. So that was my cheat food. I'm going back to my fish and broccoli, child. Gotta keep an eye on my figure. Anyway, I gotta keep an eye on this lard ass. Anyway, so that's enough about Cassie, child. It's a lot going on with that. It was a lot going on, child. But anyway, I posted something on my community wall. Y'all remember that music video? They love it when they call me Big Papa. Do y'all remember the part when P. Demon was in a jacuzzi? Let me show y'all. Let me see. This is what I wrote on my community wall. Speaking of P. Demon, aka P. Devil, trial. Now I know what the P stand for. Ill. Look up what's that? Heighten. Put a pin on it because I'll be talking about it. What that'll be today. Now this is the scene from I Love It When You Call Me Big Papa. See that pretty lady right there? And she's in her 50s now. Still beautiful. And the blonde, that is his older children's mama. That's one of his kids' mothers, his older children. I think the boys. Her name is Missa Hallion. Now I'm about to do a search on her. The Google. Okay? Because I believe she was saying that Puffy ain't paid her no child support, child, in years. Baby. So they web search. Okay. No, that's her. She's very beautiful. She's 52 years old. Oh my gosh, she got the same birthday as my dad. That's her. She's like fashion designer. Now, her and Mary J. Blige are close friends. I guess that's one of P. Diddy's sons, right? See, her children. These are Puffy kids. She had Justin Combs, Madison Starr Brown, and Nico Brown. Okay, Justin Combs, I think she probably have only one son by him. She's a fashion designer. She style artists like Lil' Kim, Mary J. Blige, hip hop streetwear. She's more like into the fashion thing. Okay. She's from Mount Vernon, New York. Her future boyfriend, Sean Puffy Combs, also grew up. So they grew up together. They clearly close to the Hyan's childhood. So they grew up together. Okay, she knows him more than anybody. So I'm trying to go to the part when she got with P. Diddy. Legal issues. Oh, I didn't know she sued Mary J. Blige for breach of contract. Oh, Lord. Personal life. Okay. personal life. Hilton has 3 children. Son Justin, 1993, from her relationship with hip hop entrepreneur Sean Combs. Everybody know him as P. Diddy. P. Diddy. And son Nico and daughter Madison from her marriage. Okay, so she got one child by Puffy. She has one child by Puffy, okay? Justin. I think that's the old. He was at the courthouse. He was there. That's one of the oldest sons. So her and P. Diddy grew up together. Now I saw some when she said he paying child support, child. Like what had happened? Justin is a handsome guy. Wait a minute, what was that? I saw. Oh, I ain't even see these messages. Lord have mercy. Oh, shoot. I'm on Instagram now. Scratch card luck game. When an app said that it is undeveloped with issues. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Somebody was okay. Thank you. I'm just not seeing this. Somebody sent me some on IG. I'm barely on IG, child. Because I don't get alerts from there, so. Okay, I got sidetracked. Focus. As the beginning stage of the trial continue, Ms. Hammer lawyer, she. Oh, she went to Diddy trial. She went to Diddy trial. She went to Diddy trial. Probably because with her son. Oh my God, she's walking with a walker. Oh my God, she's okay. Mr. Helen lawyer shares that she attended Diddy trial to support her son Justin Combs and his siblings. Wow, this is from the Shade Room. So she was there too at the trial. Oh my God. What did they call her up to the stand? Because she grew up with this dude and had a child by him. But how come her lawyer had to say? I think she sued him. So she's saying she just did to support her son. Ain't got shit to do with Puffy. She just did to support her son. Justin and his siblings during the course of these allegations. It's proven to be very challenging and difficult time for all involved, especially his children. She's used no Walker had personal injury and is recovering. Wow, she went there too. Oh my God. Jesus, somebody said stop. She came to be nosy. Oh my God, they ain't showing no mercy in the chat. AV take them in Simla's home. As a mother myself, your kids should never have to hear no shit like that. Oh Lord. They going ham in the chat. Look at them. They going ham in the comments. They ain't showing no mercy in the comments. You hear me? They ain't showing no mercy in the comments. Jesus Christ. I'll Be Sure in New Jack City? Or is it two different people? Child, Jesus. They said she went there to be nosy. She probably went there secretly. I don't know. Because she grew up with this dude. She grew up with him. Wow. Miss Hyman address video of Diddy assaulted Cassie. I know exactly how she feels. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Look at here. Miss Hyman addresses video of Diddy assaulting Cassie. I know exactly how she feels. And through my empathy, it's triggering my own trauma. Ooh. Oh. Wait a minute, is that Missy Elliott? Let's say a little Kim. Oh my God. She went through that too? Oh man. Diddy past partners are finally feeling a sense of validation. Now this came out, this was in 2024 when that video came out. Miss Holland with prominently noted that all of Diddy children were raised by women who generally want the best for them. I am heartbroken that Cassie must relive horrors of her abuse, and my heart goes out to her. I know, I know exactly how she feels, and through my empathy, it's triggering my own trauma. These young people were raised by women that wants the best for them. We put God and education first, and have always been united in our mutual efforts to support their dreams. Two of the youngest do not have their mothers here, and it has been our duty to support them. Their father needs help, and I am praying that he truly does the personal work and receive it. Lord have mercy. Jesus. And then I saw a video when Sean was like, I went through a dark time in my life, and I like to give thanks to he named some people. He said TD Jakes for helping me, and he and Cassie for helping me through the dark times of it all night. Now listen to all this stuff with the freak offs and stuff like that. That shit is sound creepy. Like, what is this dark era? You mean these sick fetishes you with? Oh, well, maybe he do need help, child. As long as he's living, he got a chance to redeem himself. He got it. This is his chance to redeem himself. Okay. And repent and come out of this stuff, man. Like, do he really want to change, or is he the true, or he's really harboring that evil spirit inside of him? I don't know. And to hurt more people. That's crazy. Those are the kids that was at the I'm that youngest one. I'm sure that youngest one wasn't there, but those are the daughters. And you got daughters on top of that. How would he like if somebody did that to his daughters? Treated his daughters like that. His grandkids, you know. Well, anyway, I'm about to wrap this up. It's been an hour. Thank you all for listening, watching. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for the renewed memberships. Just thank you. Thank you for the likes. Those who gonna watch the replay, I thank you as well. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and check all the information in the description box. And I'll see you around on these streets. Until next time, bye.